with comedian Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So it was family Monopoly night tonight, and Monopoly is a very good analog for life. Firstly, I forgot how intense Monopoly can get. I forgot that you got to bunker down for like 4 hours and just run through the whole gamut of emotions, mainly greed and pride, mainly all the sins. You don't wish anyone well. This is a capitalist system. We're here for the money. And the thing is, it's very similar to life because my son was playing it for the very first time and my wife was playing it for the first time, really, as well. And they just didn't know. They didn't understand. My son was just happy getting the money. He saw the 500s. He saw the orange 500s and was like, yay. He wasn't really thinking about property. He wasn't thinking about inflation. He wasn't thinking about income. He just thought, like, very basic, I get money and that is good. Basically, just what every other wage slave like myself thinks. Just go to work, pass go, get the $200, fucking wax it on the weekend, continue the loop until you get the fucking $200 again. That's what my son was thinking. He was just happy counting his money. That was until the Sharks entered the game. Me and my dad. We knew what was going on. We're like what would we call them? The elites. We're the secret society. We're the ones who own the shit. I was the banker. I was trying to be an honest banker. It's very hard. But these two were playing like they're fucking employees. My dad's wife was all over the shop. She started buying train stations and she was collecting the $100. So she was happy, but she was only one step above like wage slave. She wasn't even thinking about putting fucking houses and hotels on. She was like, I want to get all the train stations. I'm like, okay, are you an autistic 8-year-old or what's going on? And just slowly things started getting worse and worse for everyone involved. I bought Park Lane and Mayfair early on, which is like, it's a good move, but I went too elite. I was an elitist. I tried to be like a Rothschilds or a Rockefeller, JP Morgan. I went too high, too early. I spent all my money on Park Lane and Mayfair. I mortgaged everything else out and I thought I'd make it back later. As long as I get houses and fucking hotels on those two, I should be all right. But I fucking drained the tank. And then the other shark, Dad, he started doing some shifty deals over there with the fucking employees. None of them had sets. I was the only one with a set. And then Dad fucking negotiated some fucking dodge deal and then got hotels on Pall Mall and all that shit. And then the others were so fucking broke, they didn't start putting fucking houses on for like 10 spins around the board. We started at 7 p.m. and we finished at 10:30. It's hectic. My son is traumatized. It got down to just me and my son. My wife, she lost all her money to me. Not all of it. I didn't fully stomp on the jugular, but she hit a community fucking chest that said go directly to Mayfair, and I had a hotel on Mayfair. So I was like, give me both of those reds, because I had the other red, and give me the rest of your money, and we'll call it even. And she wasn't happy with that. She was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm like, you got no choice. You got no fucking choice. You owe me money. Now get it over here. You're lucky I don't take the other fucking properties as well. I did go a little light. I took the 300. I should have taken a little bit more. Then I got some houses on. But by that time, Dad had fucking hotels everywhere. See, here's the thing. It was better to be a slumlord like my dad than a Rockefeller. Well, it's actually better to be a Rockefeller than a slumlord, but it's better to be a slumlord than someone who's trying to be a Rockefeller and doesn't quite make it. You know what I mean? Like if you already own everything, you're fine. But if you're trying to get up there and you go straight for the big fucking prize, you better have some money to back you up. I had the most expensive property on the board with a hotel on it, but I had about $3 in the bank for about half the game. Whereas dad had fucking hotels on fucking corners, wasn't paying that much, but cunts were fucking landing on it left, right, and center. And he was just accumulating. I was trying to go for the big bucks. Anyway, my son bought Old Chapel. Oh no, Old fucking, I can't even remember what they are. Old Kent and Whitechapel. He didn't know what was going on. He was just happy to have some property, but he figured it out too late. He was happy just to have some money at the start. He was excited with the 200. And then we're like, you got to buy some property. He's like, I don't want to waste my money. I'm like, son, you've got a lot to learn. And just like real life, the people who own the assets, in the end, get everyone's money. It all flows towards those people. They've got a head start and you're trying to catch up with your fucking shitty fucking apartment in a 30-story building with fucking 900 identical apartments in there. You're trying to buy Old Chapel or Old Kent, and you're trying to compete with the Rockefellers with Old Kent. There's no way. That's why you buy Bitcoin. That's the only way to circumnavigate this bullshit system we're living in. I want Bitcoin monopoly, where prices depreciate and everyone just fucking gets wealthier. Depreciation. We all work for each other in one big network instead of fucking trying to gut each other over some monopoly money. Anyway, I came second. It was me and Dad at the end, but he just had too much ammunition. He owned too many ghetto buildings and I couldn't compete. And plus, fucking, there's only two. It's Mayfair and Park Lane. And if you get through there, you're fucked. There's only, like, I don't know what the percentages are, but when there's only two properties, it drastically shortens the odds of someone landing on your properties. Anyway, it was a fun game. It lasted forever. I didn't want to go too mental. If we were drinking, if anyone was drinking tonight, it would have been a fucking absolute war. But it did show me that the fucking game is rigged. It's just like fucking real life. The game's rigged. It all ends up in someone's hands and the bank. The bank's the only winner. That's why you got to get some fucking biddy, baby. Get some biddy, leave this bullshit. Watch what biddy does over the next fucking 6 months, and then we'll talk. That's what I wanted to say. Can we just stop playing and buy Bitcoin? Anyway, fucking that'll do it for tonight. And I'll see you the fuck later.